Hello chess family, it's me National Master Jesse James, and it's now time for another instructive chess miniature. On this one we got a good one for you. It's Magnus Carlsen just destroying his master opponent. Let's see how he does it. Here we go. We start off with knight f3, d5, d4, just a queen's pawn opening. Knight f6, c4, c6. Alright, now we got a Slav. Knight c3, e6. Now we got a semi-Slav, which is going to be the final part of our opening prep. And, well, let's just keep developing our pieces. Bishop g5, h6. Bishop h4, queen b6. A very interesting move here. Black is trying to put pressure on the b2 pawn and, well, try to win a pawn in the opening or at least be aggressive. Here, Magnus handles this premature attack with grace. He goes ahead and just plays queen to c2 here, developing and also defending the pawn here on b2. Black plays knight to e4 here. Again, getting a little too aggressive. Definitely needs to bring out the pieces, get the king to safety. I mean, this is Magnus Carlsen after all. And pawn to e3, bishop to b4, developing with a threat against the knight. And here Magnus just goes ahead and plays bishop to d3. Alright, here Magnus has got mostly all his minor pieces out and now is ready to castle. Black is almost about the same, although his queen side is, well, they're asleep over here. Alright, queen a5. Here, Black is saying, hey, I'm going to win a pawn over here on c3. Again, he keeps moving the same piece over and over again. And, well, Magnus knows how to treat the people whenever your opponent moves the same piece over and over in the opening again. What do? You beat them with development, and do not be afraid to give away material to take advantage of this. So, what's the best move here for Magnus? Hopefully it didn't take too long on this move. You just castle. And, well, Black said, why not? And went ahead and took the pawn. All right, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. So now Black is up an extra pawn. Unfortunately, Magnus is ready for the attack over here. And, well, let's get our development going. Rook A to B1. Here, Black went ahead and played D takes on C4, bishop takes on C4. Now this bishop is beautifully poised, attacking over here on the king side. This bishop feels a little bit intimidated, so bishop over to B4. And here, knight to e5. Magnus has now entered into the middle game and is now starting a very strong attack against his opponent. Oof, and I can only guess how sweaty he was getting at this point. Here we go, bishop d6, looking to make some trades here, but Magnus will not be denied. Pawn to f4, beautiful move here. Not only defending the knight, but also saying, hey, you know what? I might go ahead and bring the rook into the game. Already at this point, white is at a +5 position. Although you may not see the material advantage, you can definitely sense how active his pieces are. I mean, I guess the worst piece on the board here is this rook, although I don't even think it's that bad because, well, we're going to see this rook get into the game quite fast here. But each of Magnus's pieces are so active here. And, well, Black went ahead and played queen to c7. Taking on e5 here. F takes on e5. You can see that this rook is just great. And castling kingside, well, there's just going to be too many attacking chances here. Magnus has many ways to try and win this position. With that being said, queen c7. Not too sure what this move does other than retreat the queen, which was not really attacked. And here a nice move. Queen to e4, centralizing the queen, maybe even saying, hey, I'll play bishop d3 to attack your king side if you do want to castle over here. And here, Black went ahead and played pawn b6, thinking that there was all the time in the day here. There is not. It is now time to start your king side attack or attack the king in the center. White to move. What do you play here to break through the defenses here for Black? Alright, hopefully push pause and try to figure this one out. Remember, to attack your opponent's king, you need open files and diagonals. With that being said, knight takes on f7 here. Beautiful move. Okay, can't we just take back? Any way you take back, there's going to be trouble. In the game, queen takes f7. It seems a little bit more reasonable got played. Of course, king takes, you can already feel this is bad. And just like in the game, white will play pawn to f5. Neither mind this pawn on h2, I mean, it doesn't matter. King h1, and this king is just being attacked over here. A pawn will not win you the game, and the king is very, very safe here. The queen has no access to getting over here. So back to the game. In the game, after knight takes on f7, if you don't take back, well, you're probably just going to be losing here as e6 will fall. The rook is hanging. Too many things going on in this position. So you got to try to fight back here. Queen takes on f7, and what do you play here? Again, the same idea, f5, open files and diagonals. All right, here we go. Queen to h5 was played, trying to get some kind of activity and jumping out of the way over here. Let's just bust through this king side, or the center. Bishop takes on e6. Knight to d7, trying to develop some pieces. And here we go. Let's bust through. Pawn to f6. Each one of the pieces is now doing the best they can do. All right, here we go. Knight takes on f6. And here we go. Rook takes on f6. Here the rook is a good piece, but the bishop wants to get into the game, and this is going to control the critical e7 square, which is going to be a checkmate square in the future. Well, here we go. Black went ahead and played. Queen takes on h4, saying, you know what? I can't get out of this, but maybe I can sacrifice some material back and at least try to survive until the endgame. Alas, this was not to be had. And, well, I do want to point out here, with bishop takes on f6, pawn takes, rook takes, again, this is not going to be the best here, as h2 will just fall. So back to the game. Rook takes on f6, queen takes on h4 here, and yes, by all means, you're more than welcome to go ahead and play. Queen takes on h4 here, and after g takes, queen takes, yes, white is still winning in this position. With that being said, Magnus finds a typical mate, or mate pattern you don't see too often in these ones. With that being said, after queen takes h4, can you find the forced checkmate in 6? If you can, you're a very good chess player. I'll go ahead and start you off with a few moves over here. Queen takes on c6 check, king to e7, and now this move, rook to f7 check, and here the king took on e6, and here it was checkmate in a checkmate position I don't get to see too often. What do you play here? Check it out. Here it was, queen to c4 for check and mate. Look at that beautiful checkmate here. All the squares are all taken. And, well, it's almost like a kill box checkmate idea. But here, the bishop is blocking the king's escape. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this instructive chess miniature. We'll see you in the next video.